In this video, let's talk about how to condense logarithmic expressions. So, for this first problem, log of x plus log of y plus log of z. So, for that, we must be aware of the three properties. So, first up would be log of a plus log of b would be equal to log of a multiplied by b. Next up would be log of a minus log of b would be equal to log of a over b. Note that the one who has a negative term is the one at the denominator. And lastly, c multiplied by log of x, this would be equal to log of x to the power of c. Basically, you can put it as an expression or you can bring the expression down. So for that, with this first problem, this would be equal to log of x multiplied by y multiplied by z, since it corresponds to this property. So this would be your condensed structure. Next up would be log of x minus log of y plus log of z. So for that, we can first focus on this two expression, since it corresponds to its quotient property. So this would be log of x over y, since y here has the negative term, so it would be in the denominator. And add log of z, since it is addition, so this would be multiplied by z. So your final condensed structure would be log of x multiplied by z over y. For this, 3 log of x plus 4 log of y. So when dealing with a problem like this, the first step would be to simplify it. So we can put 3 as an exponent and 4 also as an exponent. So this would be log of x to the power of 3 plus log of y to the power of 4. And now we can solve this according to this property. And so your final answer here would be log of x to the power of 3 multiplied by y to the power of 4. Next problem would be 1/2 log of a plus 3 log b minus 2 log of c. So first up, we have to simplify this. So put all variables besides the log into its exponential. So this would be log of a to the power of 1/2 plus log of b to the power of 3 minus log of c to the power of 2. Now that you have that, you can now condense this. So you can see here that it is a product property, since it is addition or they are combining. So this would be log of a to the power of 1/2, or we can rewrite this as square root of a multiplied by b to the power of 3. And since this corresponds to the subtraction, so this would be on the quotient rule, which is c squared. And now this would be it. X log of y minus 3 log of z. So once again, put all the variables here as an exponential. As an exponent, I mean. So this would be log of y to the power of x minus log of z to the power of 3. And so your condensed structure formula here would be equal to log of y to the power of x over z to the power of 3. Five log of xy minus 3 log of z. So put the variables into an exponent once again. this would be log of xy to the power of 5 minus log of z to the power of 3. You can rewrite this as x to the power of 5 multiplied by y to the power of 5. And so your condensed structure here would be equal to log of x to the power of 5 multiplied by y to the power of 5 over z to the power of 3. For log of x plus 1/2 log of y minus log of 4. So once again, put the variables into an exponent. This would be log of x to the power of 4 plus log of y to the power of 1/2. Or for simplification, we can put this as square root of y. Note that y to the power of 1/2 is the same as square root of y. Minus, since we don't have any variable here, just copy it. So this would be log of 4. And so we can condense it now. This would be log of x to the power of 4 multiplied by square root of y over 4. Log of x squared plus log of y minus log of xy. So since we don't have any variable in here, we can just copy this as it is. And so we can go straight to condensing it. So this would be log of x squared multiplied by y over xy. And so to simplify this, y here would cancel and x would cancel, leaving you with a singular x. And so your final answer would be simply log of x. Log a cube plus log of b minus log a multiplied by b all raised to the power of 2. So since we don't have any variables here or constants, we can now condense this. So this would be log of a cube multiplied by b over a b to the power of 2. So we can rewrite this as log of a cube multiplied by b over a squared b squared. And so let's get straight to cancelling it. B here would cancel, which leaves you with ab on the denominator. And a squared and a cube would cancel, which leaves you an a on the denominator. And so your final answer would be log of a over b. For the last problem, negative log of xy plus log of x plus log of y plus log of z squared. And so since there aren't any variables here or constants, let's get right to condensing it once again. And so since this is negative, it would be on the denominator. So this would be denominator of xy. And so log of x is positive, log of y is positive, and log of z squared is also positive. And so simplify this. X here would cancel, y would also cancel, which leave you with only z squared. So your final answer would be log of z squared.